5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Constable, the light's in my eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Truth is, you gave me quite a start.
Yes, a terrible night, isn't it? You see, I had to leave my car, and now I seem to be quite lost.
Oh, where are you making for?
Well, if you could direct me to the Tower of London, I would know my way from there.
The tower? Yes, that's easy enough.
You haven't hurt him, have you, Parker?
No, m'lady. Just a touch of chloroform.
Splendid. Get him out of sight and fetch the equipment. I'll take a look at the problem. Plastic explosive should take care of the outer door.
Very good, m'lady. I'll fix the alarm.
Good work, Parker.
The warning systems are on the same circuit. Most obliging of them, madam.
Parker.
Yes, m'lady?
Quickly, the fuse. Good. We're right on time. Take cover, Parker. Splendid. Come on, Parker. We have work to do. The rest is up to you. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah. Look, do you think we might have a bit of hush, milady?
I'm sorry, Parker, but if you used a modern detector, you might...
A stethoscope, ma'am, was good enough for my father, and for my father's father, and before him, my father's...
Yes, all right, Parker. It was just a suggestion.
Oh, dear.
How much longer?
Just one more, milady.
Splendid, Parker.
Mission completed. 2 hours, 25 minutes exactly.
There you are, your lordship. We carried out your instructions to the letter.
What can I say, Lady Penelope? For years, the Board of Governors have refused my request for a new, modern, up-to-date safe. But now, well, I have positive proof that this strong room is just not good enough.
Oh, yes. I would agree that I have a rare talent. One that you might say one has, or then again, does not has.
Topping job of work, my man. The bank will get a new vault for this.
Jolly good show, what? Any time, your lordship, any time.
Yes, Parker. But I think that will be all. Well, we really must be on our way now. I do hope you'll be able to keep the dinner invitation.
Oh, of course I shall, Lady Penelope. It'll be a pleasure to dine with you.
Come along, Parker.
Coming, milady.
And thanks once again for all you've done.
Only too glad to be of assistance.
Excuse me, sir, but I am quite correct in assuming, am I not, that you will take care of any trouble arising out of this incident?
I shall answer for everything. There's no need to worry.
Oh, thank you, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now, I wonder what sort of trouble he had in mind.
I'm very pleased with you, Parker. You did extremely well.
Thank you for saying so, milady.
You certainly have a way with safes. Thank goodness so few people share your talent.
Few indeed, milady. Offhand, I could only think of one other expert capable of such a job.
Oh, and may I ask his name?
You may, milady. but it's of little consequence. He's retired, at least for the duration.
And I'm delighted that the new vault has been installed so quickly. We must talk more about it over dinner tonight.
Oh, love to, Lady Penelope. I'll see you tonight, then. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ah, Lovegrove.
I've put the Brinkley report figures on your desk, sir.
What, already?
Lambert was working on them, sir. His concentration is quite terrifying.
Lambert, eh? Oh, yes, I know the fella. Chappie who absolutely buries himself in his work. Gets through 10 times as much as anybody else. Yes. Could do with a few more like him.
Oh, indeed one could, sir, yes.
Take a look at this. Fantastic, isn't it, Lovegrove? Here we are, standing inside the Bank of England. Outside, it appears just as it was 2, 3, 4 centuries ago. And yet down here we have the strongest, most modern vault in the entire world.
Oh, quite fantastic, your lordship. Indeed so, sir.
One does, of course, deplore change.
Oh, of course one does, sir.
But it is nevertheless comforting to know that all England's deeds, monies, and documents are safely under lock and key.
Most comforting indeed, sir.
Especially when one considers that I have the only electronic key, and that I carry it with me wherever I go. Any more to come, Lovegrove? I'm dining at a stately home tonight. Don't want to be late, you know.
I think they're all here, sir.
Call the roll, then, eh? There's a good chap.
At once, your lordship.
Taylor?
Present, Mr. Lovegrove.
Carter?
Yes, sir.
Moore? Moore?
Yes, here.
Longman?
Present, sir.
Lambert? Lambert?
Well, he did leave the vault earlier, Mr. Lovegrove.
I see. Very well. Barrett?
Yes, sir.
All present and accounted for, sir?
Good, good. Now all that remains is to close the vault. Lovegrove, we can rest assured that nobody will ever break into here.
Quite, sir. Quite. It's a great engineering achievement. I especially approve of the way the air is pumped out of the vault, sir. Papers keep so much better in a vacuum.
Well, that appears to be it.
You do, of course, have the key, sir.
It's in my case, Lovegrove, and this case never leaves my side. Good night, Lovegrove.
Good night, sir.
I doubt if that door will be open for at least another 2 years.
Well, we've checked everywhere else, and Lambert's still missing. Perhaps he is locked in the vault.
I gave orders I was not to be disturbed. These figures must be finished.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Perhaps I'll get some peace and quiet now.
He's in there, all right, but he's rung off.
Lambert always did bury himself in his work. You'll get no
Look at the indicator. In another 2 hours, all the air will be pumped out. We can't stop it, and we can't open the vault.
Contact Lord Silton. He has the key.
He said something about dining at a stately home. I don't know where. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I'll have to use the emergency call system.
Well, here's to you, Lady Penelope. Still can't thank you enough for all you did.
Oh, it was nothing. And anyway, Parker must take most of the credit.
A real treasure, that man of yours. Wish I could find someone like him. Knows his place, dresses well. Sort of fellow you could take anywhere.
Ain't you got my grub ready yet, Lil?
What's the matter with you? I've only got one pair of hands, ain't I?
Wasting your time here, girl. If you got more, you'd make a few pop in a circus, wouldn't you? What are you getting for their nibs, then?
It's none of your business.
Hello, hello. You want to keep your shirt
Oh,
on?
Arthur's talking.
Still, don't blame you not telling me. If I cooked like you, I wouldn't shout about it neither.
Now listen here, Nosy.
Hey, manners, manners. Mr. Parker, if you don't mind.
All right, then, Mr. Nosy Parker. I've been slaving over this all day.
Oh, come off it, Lil. I was only pulling your leg. What you done for 'em?
Well, I'm starting them off with a drop of consomme.
Oh, audible load of old rubbish.
Then a special Escalope receipt, with all the trimmings, of course.
Muck. Gives me heartburn just to look at it.
And then they can finish off with their old crepey Suzettes and coffee how they like it.
Crepey? Yeah, well, they're welcome to it. What you got for me, then?
Stew.
Oh, me favourite.
I spoil you, don't I? Here you are, here's your paper. I know how you like a read while you're eating.
Well, cool. Strike me like finger Fred tart.
Tell you how pleased I am that you were able to accept my invitation to dinner, Lord Silton.
The pleasure is all mine, Lady Penelope. So rarely am I able to get away from my duties at the Bank of England.
You rang, madam?
Yes. You may serve coffee now, Parker.
Yes, milady.
Would you like Parker to take your briefcase?
No, thank you. It never leaves my side, you know. Everywhere I go. Good heavens.
What's that noise? What is it?
It's the emergency call system. I'm wanted at the bank immediately.
Emergency? You mean the bank is being robbed?
It could be.
Bank robbery?
Clumsy nincompoop!
Parker!
Oh, excuse the outburst, Lady Penelope,
Oh, that's perfectly all right.
but it was rather hot.
I'm sorry, milady. It's, I don't know what came over me. Must be a sudden shock.
Well, go and get something to clean up this mess. I'm terribly sorry, Lord Silton.
No time for apologies. I must ring the bank immediately.
Yes?
Lord Silton is coming through on the videophone now.
Oh, at last.
Now we'll be able to find out the trouble. Lovegrove. Now, what's all this emergency call about, eh? We've been cut off.
Parker!
Yes, milady? I've been pruning the roses, madam.
Get the Rolls Royce out, Parker. We're taking Lord Silton to London. Don't worry. We'll have you there in no time. My car is capable of phenomenal speeds.
It's a very smooth ride. It feels as though we're hardly moving.
Parker.
Can't understand why we're going so slow, madam. I have my foot hard down.
I don't know what you're up to, but get us to London, quickly.
Oh, dear. Just 90 minutes left and no sign of Lord Silton. They'll have to call for outside help. International rescue, your call is received.
This is top priority, urgent. There is a man trapped in the Bank of England vault.
Go ahead, John.
Emergency call from London, England, requesting immediate action.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Okay, John. I'll get you to brief Scott. There's very little time on this one.
FAB, I'll clear the air and remain on standby.
Ah, boys, good. Scott, leave immediately. Destination, England. John will brief you as soon as you're on your way.
Yes, sir.
International Rescue to Thunderbird 1.
Your landing point, City of London heliport.
Message received and understood, Tintin. I've received the details of the emergency from John. Request Thunderbird 2 with Pod 5.
Okay, Scott. Request granted.
One thing more, Father. I reckon Virgil will need some help with this one.
Leave it with me.
Sure. I'll keep in touch.
Help for Virgil. Things have been kind of quiet on the space front. I'll give Alan a chance of seeing some action. Okay, Virgil, away you go. Pod 5. Alan will be joining you.
Okay, Father.
International rescue or not, they'll never get Lambert out now. I'm glad you're here, Mr. Tracy, but with due respect, I can't see what we can do. Unless we can get the key, and there's only 1 hour left.
Well, we're not often beaten, Mr. Lovegrove. The equipment will be arriving any minute.
International rescue from space station. Thunderbird 2 has landed safely.
Scott reports that owing to the underground cables and communications in London, the mole cannot be used.
If they can't tunnel their way in, they'll never rescue that poor man.
Don't worry, Tintin. The boys will burn their way through the door.
I promise you it will take years to get through.
It won't take that long with our equipment. But will it be fast enough?
What could have happened to Lord Silton?
Well, I'm waiting for your explanation, Parker.
I seem to have lost my way, milady.
Lost your way to London?
Yes, ma'am.
Step outside, Parker. I want a word with you. Now, why are you so intent on stopping Lord Silton getting to the bank, Parker?
Me, milady?
Yes, you. I can see now that it was you who put the videophone out of action. Pruning roses, indeed. Now, suppose you explain, Parker, I'm waiting.
Well, all right, milady. It all began the last time I was away.
In prison, you mean?
Well, if you want to put it that way, milady. I shared a cell with a gentleman known to the trade as Light-Fingered Fred. As a matter of fact, it was him I referred to as being the only other soul capable of doing that safe job for his lordship.
Go on, Parker.
Well, I was resting on my bunk one day when Fred said,
Here, nosy.
"What's the matter now?"
What you gonna do when you get out?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about it much.
No, listen. I think it's important. I mean, it's only right that a bloke should have ambition, Look, I don't want to waste these 10 years I'm doing. You know, I'm gonna learn from them, nosy.
Oh, planning for the future, are you, Fred?
Yeah, that's right. That's it exactly. Learn from your mistakes. Now, there comes a time in every man's life when he knows what he's got to do. Look, I may not have been a friend of society up till now, but I'm going to reform and settle down. Just as soon as I knocked off the Bank of England.
You robbed the Bank of England?
Not all. Oh, you mark my words. I shall break into the vault, and I personally will do the Bank of England.
So you see, ma'am, this emergency could be Light-Fingered Fred carrying out his threat.
Not necessarily.
But it could be. It isn't right, milady, that I should be the one to ruin an old colleague's life ambition.
Well, we haven't time to argue, Nosy, Parker. But if you feel like this, I shall drive us to London.
Reverse!
There was no need to shout, Lord Silton. You see, we're going quite smoothly now.
Oh, we are, madam, but backwards. We're approaching a tree, madam. Madam, it's a tree. There's a tree!
Okay, hold it. Look at this.
We're not going to get through in the time, Scott.
I know. But take a look at this plan of the vault. There's definitely a weak spot underneath.
Yeah, but we've already established that we can't tunnel in.
It looks as though we're beaten this time. I'll get down to headquarters, see if they can come up with anything.
Oh, just 30 minutes left.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Oh, well, I may as well finish these off, though, before I go home.
So you can't cut through the door?
Well, not in the available time. We've just got to come up from below.
Any suggestions, Brains?
Well, not at this moment, Mr. Tracy.
There must be an answer somewhere.
And I think I know what it is.
You, Grandma?
You want to come out the ground, but you can't use the mole. That the problem?
You got it.
Well, it seems I remember when I was a little girl, my grandma talking about the old London subway. Trains under the ground. New York had 'em as well. Of course, that was before this newfangled overhead monorail system.
Hey, you may have something there. Scott, check and see if those subway tunnels are still in existence.
Look, Colin, Piccadilly Circus.
Yeah, sure is a change from being up in space.
Come on, this way.
Ten minutes. That's all there's left.
Any news of the guy who's got the key?
One of Madam's shortcuts.
We made it. The Bank of England.
Let's find the elevator shaft.
Oh, I can hardly breathe. I must get out. Must get out. I'm locked in. The air's nearly pumped out.
This is it, Virgil.
Let's get to work.
Three minutes. We failed.
Must try and get help.
Journey's end. What a pleasant drive. I must do this more often, Parker.
1 minute. Come on, fellas.
We'll be through any time.
Must
What's happened? Are we in time?
Lord Sultan, we'd given up hope. Lambert is trapped in the vault.
There's just seconds left.
Quickly, sir. The electronic key.
The key?
Yes, sir. The one you always have with you in your briefcase.
Briefcase?
It never leaves your side. Remember?
Oh, that briefcase. I must have left it at Lady Penelope's.
One of your hair clips, milady, if you would be so kind.
Parker, this is no time for flippancy.
Couldn't be more serious, milady. They haven't built a safe yet that Nosy Parker can't open.
get international rescue.
We're through.
Who are you?
You okay?
Guess we just made it. We're international rescue.
International rescue? Well, I knew you were highly efficient, but this is ridiculous.
I'm afraid I've ruined your hairpin, milady.
Parker, you're an old rascal.
Yes, milady.
Did you see that, Lovegrove? The Bank of England vault opened with a hairpin? Outrageous.
Oh, indeed, sir. Outrageous, sir.
Right, now just take it easy.
The danger's over now.
Virgil and Alan made it okay, but we sure wish you'd arrived earlier, Parker.
Have to have something done about this vault, Lovegrove. Can't have chaps with hairpins wandering in and out.
Oh, indeed, sir. I couldn't agree more, sir.
It'll mean fitting a new safe. We could do worse than go back to the old one. At least that took him 2.5 hours.
Parker,
Yes, milady.
there's one thing about this business that bothers me still.
Oh, what's that, milady?
Why on earth did that old safe take you so long to open when the new one only took seconds?
Oh, well, that, milady. Oh, yes, well, I mean, the first time we had an audience, didn't we? I mean, there's only one rule that must never be broken. Never disappoint your public.
I see, Parker.
I'm sorry about the misunderstanding, madam.
Forget it, Parker. I'll say no more about it.
Oh, thank you, Blinded. It wasn't anything to do with light-fingered Fred, after all.
Oh, love a duck. They call this place burglar-proof. They do better to use my kid's piggy bank.